There was so many great memories. It's like when we were 4-4 and I got hurt against Ohio State, who was 8-0, and we needed to beat them.
As far as regular season games go, they don't get bigger than this, and I'll tell you, this crowd is ready. Oh, this is what Big Ten basketball.
The Spartans had come to rely on their new star, but they were about to realize exactly how much. With magic igniting them, Michigan State seemed headed for a stunning upset.
Rancy drives the lane right-hander. No good. Rebound Magic. Magic falls on the floor. Herb Williams ties him up. Wait a minute. The Magic.
And all of a sudden, I sprung my ankle.
This could prove tragic for this. There's a hush over this sellout crowd here at the Jennison Fieldhouse. Concern on everyone's faces. 30 seconds ago, you couldn't hear yourself.
I went out when we were up by about 10 or 12, and I was listening to the game when I was in the locker room, and we had fell behind.
The Buckeyes have really asserted themselves over the last couple minutes and now lead by a point.
And then I told them I had to go back when we fell behind. And when I came back out,
the Buckeyes continuing to show patience here on the offensive end. Hey, hang on to your hats, folks. Magic Johnson is checking back into this game. Oh, this kid is special. He's really making a statement in front of this Spartan crowd. And the Buckeyes...
The crowd just went so crazy. I mean, I never experienced anything like it.
The Jennison Fieldhouse is in an absolute frenzy. Magic Johnson, shades of Willis Reed, back on the floor after the injury. You gotta love it, going down with the injury and coming
with
back. With
Magic's dramatic return, the Spartans would gain an incredible upset and a new leader.
I've always led, and I don't know anything else but being a leader. I don't know how to follow.
This one will go down in the annals of Michigan State basketball. There is magic in East Lansing.
But the season would not end in euphoria, as the eventual champion Kentucky Wildcats would narrowly defeat them.
And down court in a hurry comes Irvin Johnson. Long shot at the buzzer, no good. Put back up, no good. Kentucky has won the NCAA Mid-East Regional. Well, the Irvin Johnson Magic Show is closed for the season.
The year had ended, and the burning question on everybody's mind was, would Irvin take his Magic Show to the NBA?
Everyone just assumed that Irvin would turn professional. Irvin did not want to turn professional.
We had came so close my first year, and so I said, I'm going back because I didn't accomplish what I came here to accomplish.
With the single-mindedness of purpose, Magic ventured into his sophomore season, hoping to make his visions of an NCAA title a reality. But the specter of college basketball's other great star loomed on the horizon, and Indiana State's Larry Bird was keeping a watchful eye on the competition.
I remember we had probably 20 guys at my house, and we was watching on TV, and we all agreed that's the best team we ever seen.
Michigan State would live up to Bird's billing as they sliced through the NCAA tournament with demoralizing ease, readying themselves for their date with destiny.
And the ball game is over. The Spartans are in the final game for the first time in Michigan State history.
And as Magic braced for battle with Bird, he would not only practice to play against him, he would practice as him.
The day before our game, we didn't have anyone on our scouting team who was capable of playing Larry Bird.
I said, well, Coach, we almost play alike. Won't you have me just play Larry Bird?
On the eve of their confrontation, they had become kindred spirits, cast in each other's image.
I was shooting like Larry Bird that day. I'm not kidding you. I was shooting, going out of bounds, and making them.
He played one heck of a Bird, and we had a much tougher time guarding him than we did Larry Bird the next night.
The scene was now set for a clash not only between teams, but also between titans.
Good evening, everyone. We are getting set here for what promises to be one tremendous championship game for the National Intercollegiate Basketball title.
And it wasn't Indiana State versus Michigan State anymore. It was Larry Bird versus Magic Johnson, and that's what it turned out to be.
Those who believe in magic and those who appreciate the beauty of a rare bird have come to see basketball's best and witness the crowning of a new national champion.
Magic had shared the spotlight with Bird for an entire season.
Rebound Johnson, Magic Johnson with the ball.
And now, in 1979's ultimate game, Irvin was more determined than ever to shine alone.
Look at Irvin, Magic
Johnson in the back of that zone defense. Magic against Bird.
Bird tried valiantly to lift his sycamores. But Magic was not going to be denied. He would achieve his season-long goal, and Michigan State would have its first national championship.
Here it comes. The alley-oop to Greg Kelser.
We didn't get beat because we were the better team and they upset us. We got beat because they were the best team. They were the best team in college basketball at that time.
Oh, that Reed has hit three long. Oh, there's a pass. Look at John. Let's go. It's all over. Michigan State University. National champions 1979.
There's only one national championship. I got it. He cannot get it back.
These two basketball phenoms had crossed paths for the first and last time in college. Bird was off to the NBA, and experts were abuzz with speculation that Magic would do the same.
The rumors say that you've played your last college game and that you're heading away from Michigan State. You first.
I'll be turning pro.
The Los Angeles Lakers select Irvin Magic Johnson, Michigan State, 6'8", 200 pounds.
Magic's new home couldn't have suited him more. He was a story that was made for Hollywood, and he was the perfect leading man.
On the eve of his very first game, I would not impose upon any rookie in all of professional sports to talk to you. But I want you to know that this man has a smile that lights up a television screen from here to Bangor, Maine. His name is Magic Johnson, and Magic, it's a delight to have you aboard in the NBA.
Thank you. I'm very excited to start my first game, and I think our team is ready, and it's going to be a great season for the Los Angeles Lakers.
All right, now.
Crowd. 3-3, take 3. 3-7, take 7.
Johnson would make his professional debut in front of the national television audience. And as the game developed, Magic showed why he was not only tailor-made for this town, but also for this team.
3, intercepted by Magic, and here he comes from behind the back of fake. Oh, the pass, here we go.
And fittingly, this historic game would end in dramatic fashion.
Ford sends it to Kareem. Skyhook up and good. Lakers win. Score it. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has given the Los Angeles Lakers the victory. And Magic Johnson is out there celebrating like they just won the NCAA championship.
Magic was so fired up, and I was like, geez, we can't be at this emotional pitch for the whole season, or we won't make it to Thanksgiving.
I'm hugging him, I'm grabbing his neck, choking him. I'm going crazy, yeah. And so he gets me in the locker room and say, you know what, Irvin? Don't ever do that again. We only got 81 more games to go, so.
But Magic's passion for the game could not be kept inside as the exuberant rookie continues to do what came naturally.
Look at Magic. He won't let him up.
People realized that that's how I was, and that's how it was going to be.
Johnson's infectious enthusiasm would quickly win over his new team.
Magic Johnson does his high-five slapping act, and the fans...
We need your exuberancy on the court, telling us what to do and cheering us and leading us. And you can make us an awfully good team if you give that to us.
But just 13 games into his first season, Magic's new coach, Jack McKinney, would meet with a debilitating accident. And it would be up to another first-year coach to keep the Lakers on track.
A nervous Paul Westhead. Not as nervous as he was perhaps yesterday.
But Magic quickly calmed any early jitters, and the Laker Express didn't miss a beat as they cruised into the heart of the season.
Very excited about the big crowd and about being here in Boston for my first time.
Magic would lead the Lakers past Larry Bird's Celtics in both of their meetings and ease into the All-Star break, where he would gain the distinction of being the first rookie ever to start in an All-Star game.
Magic comes up for the West. Magic tosses it back in for the West.
As the season gave way to the playoffs, the games got bigger, as did Magic's role.
Magic Johnson had begun to show that he wanted to lead his team, especially in key situations.
23 seconds to go. We're going to have a new Western Conference champion. From the corner, DJ three-pointer, short, loose. Magic pops it. Magic runs it down. Here's the new king of the West.
You seem like you're a little bit out of breath. I am. I'm so happy, you know, and later that I get a chance to play for the championship. It's beautiful.
Irvin was living out his fantasy as a real-life drama was about to unfold.
From the fabulous forum in Inglewood, California, another capacity crowd to see the battle for the supremacy of professional basketball, the championship of the world, the NBA crown.
Through the eyes of a young man barely out of his teens, the NBA Finals could seem an awesome, if not intimidating, spectacle. Featuring two great teams and two basketball immortals, it seemed improbable that the focus